Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Josh Nelson. Listen, before you click off of this video, I would highly recommend that you don't, because the next 5 to 8 minutes, if you listen, will change your life. How do I know that? Because it did that for me a couple years ago. And because of that, I've started this company, liveiws.com, so that I can take what I've learned about money and I can pass it on and teach it to other people. So what I'm going to talk about right now is the retirement lie. If you're working a job and you're working hard at your job, wouldn't it make sense that you know someday that you can retire? And see, we've all bought into this lie that if we just go work a job, we give the government our money and our 401k or our IRA or whatever other program that they are convincing you to put your money in. Let me just ask you this. How many people do you know that have actually retired that way, folks? I don't know anybody. You know, here's the thing. When you go to work and you trade time for money, you have to get your money to work for you. We've all read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't, I highly recommend that you go do. That is the book that changed my entire perspective on money. And I'll tell you right now that this retirement lie, it's sad. You know, the statistics show that the average American has $2,500 in their savings account. Now, how the hell are you going to retire on that? You know, then we look at the 401k, and people have been piling all of this money into these government programs, and then COVID-19 comes. And people are getting cleared out. I have clients that have lost over $100,000 in this so-called retirement plan. Well, let me tell you guys, there's one retirement program out there that's been around for over 200 years. It has withstood the test of time. It has withstood 2 world wars, multiple recessions, many depressions. And let me tell you this, the wealthy people all know about it. The wealthy people currently have their money protected in these financial instruments where when this whole COVID pandemic hit, guess what? None of them are affected. They don't care what happens to the masses of people, right? Because they've got their money. The wealthy people, the top 3%, have their money in a different environment that has nothing to do with the political atmosphere or even the stock market and things like that. So that is what my company teaches, folks. And here's how it works. You know, look, when you work hard for money, you're trading time for money. You hear this on all my videos. This is my message because this is where the lie starts. This is the financial lie. You go trade time for money, right? Now, when you go to your job, true or not true, you're taking time, valuable time that you could never get back, away from your family, away from your friends, away from your ministry, away from your purpose, right? Your purpose in life is not your job. You have another purpose. God gave every person on this planet a purpose, and most of you are not in your purpose while you're at your job. So you're taking time away from all of those things that have more value than money does, right? You can never get that time back, and you do it every day over and over and over. And then at the end of the week, you get a paycheck, right? Well, the average American makes about $860 a week. It's actually $857, okay? Here's $860. Now, if I traded, let's just say 50 or 60 hours of my time, right, that I can never give back to my kids, to my wife, to my family, nothing. And I make this money and I deposit this in my regular bank account. And now I go pay bills, right? I'm going to pay the car payment. I'm going to pay my cell phone bill. I'm going to pay the electric bill. I've got to buy groceries. I've got to put gas in the car. You know, the kids have cheer or swimming lessons. You know, all these things that come up. Tire blows out on the car. Now I got to go do a tire repair. And at the end of the week, right, I have a little bit of money left. And maybe, just maybe I take $20, put it in savings, and then something else in life happens next month and it eats that up, right? This is the cycle that everybody is on. Well, what if I told you that there's an account, okay, that's been around for hundreds of years? This is not new. I'm not sharing some secret that I discovered. I guess it's a secret in the fact that most people don't know about it and most people are not taught about it. For sure, school does not teach us about it, and most wealthy people don't teach you what they do with their money. But what wealthy people do is they look at money different. They look at this money not just as dollars, they look at this as time. They look at how much time it took them to make this money, which puts more value on this money, right? So wealthy people are not going to take this money, deposit it in the bank, and then go give it to somebody else. Look, money is a tool. This can either build or destroy. When you give it away, it's essentially destroying your family economy. But if you can keep it in your family economy and you can get it to work for you, but at the same time still be able to utilize that cash, right, to pay bills and do the things that you need to do, now you've got a whole nother situation. So what I teach is how to insure your income. Think about this, folks. We insure our cars. We insure our houses. Why? Because you don't own them. The bank makes you insure your home because they own the home. You have to insure your car because in most cases, people don't own their car either. It's financed or leased, right? Which means the bank owns it. So here's the thing. You can now take your income, okay, which is time and money, okay? And again, wealthy people look at money as time. When they go buy something, they don't look at, hey, it cost me, $500 to buy this thing. They're looking at it like it took me, 18 hours to purchase that thing. So therefore, they don't make some purchases because, again, they equate it to time. Now, what if there was a way, which, by the way, this is what we do. We teach you how to do this. You could put this money in an account. So every week, you could insure your income in your own bank, okay? Now, inside your own bank, this money gets invested by professionals, okay? By companies that have been investing this money for over almost 300 years, okay? So now your money goes into a system, okay? Remember, wealthy people use systems. They take their income, they put it in a system. That system now allows that money to work for you, where now every year you're gonna earn interest and potential dividends on all of the money that you're insuring in your own bank. Now, because it's a bank, you can actually borrow against your cash. So now while your cash is working for you, you can borrow it out, okay? And you can pay it back, but now you're paying back yourself, okay? I'm showing you how to become your own bank, okay? Where you can now get your money working for you the same way it does when you give it to Chase or B of A. When you give your money to Chase, they put that money to work, they earn the interest. What I'm showing you, what the Rockefellers teach, is putting your money in your own banking system, allowing that money to work for you, borrowing it and going to pay your bills. Borrowing it, going and buying your Bitcoin. Borrowing it, going and investing in real estate, where now you can earn a 5% return minimum on your money over here. And while you borrow it out, you can invest it somewhere else and get another rate of return, which is just improving your bottom line. So look, folks, can you imagine, what if you knew about this concept when you were 18? What if our parents had their own banking system and they taught us how to do that? Imagine all the hours you've worked in your entire life that have gone down the drain because you've put those hours, you've deposited those hours in your bank account and you gave them away to all the bill collectors. Imagine if you started today redirecting your income into a different account where you're earning interest and annual dividends on your money, but you can still access the money with no penalty, no punishment for taking your own money, where you're still earning interest on it. So again, imagine you had $100,000 in your bank, you borrow $50,000 to go buy a car, right? You're borrowing your own money, by the way. You're borrowing $50,000, you go buy the car, and then you make the car payments back to yourself, and you charge yourself interest. You're now making money the way the bank makes money. And now your wealth will just continue to accumulate, because insuring your wealth, you're essentially putting your wealth in your own warehouse. That money's never leaving, right? You're borrowing against it. You're not actually using the dollars that you earned. This is how people get wealthy, folks. And I'm going to leave it at this. Listen, you can tell I'm passionate about what I do. I love teaching this concept to people. It's changed my life. We've got hundreds and hundreds of clients all over the country. We're growing very rapidly, and especially with what's happened during COVID. If you're someone that lost money in your retirement, look, stop giving your retirement money to the government. These accounts that I'm telling you about give you full control over your money. It's safe from the IRS, it's safe from creditors, it's safe from judgments, and it's safe from divorce in most states. Your money is protected and it's in your own control. You know, Nelson Rockefeller said that you want to own nothing and control everything. It's all about control, folks. And the bottom line is that when you go to the bank and you deposit your money into their broken, rigged system that's designed for you to lose, when you sign that deposit slip or you sign the back of that check and you give the bank your money, you're signing the rights of that money over to the bank. The bank now goes and takes that money and they put it to work and they get all the returns on that. Well, now it's time for you to take the control back of your own money for your family, insure your income, and start building wealth. Imagine if all the money that you ever earned in your entire life was sitting in this system right now, where you were still able to utilize it, you were still able to do all the things that you've done now, but imagine how much money would you have in there right now that you could be earning interest on every year right now, completely tax-free. This system not only teaches you how to build and protect wealth, but folks, it builds a tax-free retirement income. So if you have any interest in changing your financial future, contact me below. You can either comment or you can DM, you can PM, whatever, wherever you found this video. If you're on YouTube, you can email me at josh@liveiws.com. That's josh@liveiws.com. You can also visit our website, liveiws.com, and you can book a strategy session down at the bottom of any of the pages on there. So get in contact with me, folks. I will provide a free service. My company never charges anything. And we've got a lot of other services that we provide with this as well. So God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. And I hope that somebody got something out of this video today.